from Sacramento, it's Let's Spend the Night Together with your hosts, Dante and Craig. Tonight's musical guests, DJ KHALED, OZZY Osbourne, and the Motley Crüe.
Yeah, you got
Take it away, boys.
Take it away, boy.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Let's Spend the Night Together. We're back. The rumors of our demise have been greatly exaggerated. I am your host, Dante. With me, as always, is my colleague, cohort, and co-fefe, the beautiful and elusive
Not that again.
Mr. Craig. I'm up to my old tricks.
That
Craig,
old trick.
how are you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good.
Glad to hear it. We're back, everybody, to Let's Spend the Night Together. And then if this is your first time, listening, if you're the uninitiated, might be asking yourself, what have I stumbled upon?
If this is your first one you're listening to, this is a horrible one to start with.
Yeah, it's a bad decision. We're back from break, so it's going to take us a little while to ease into it. But, yeah. All right, so this is a late-night chat show where we discuss a wide variety of topics. Primarily, we focus our attention on pop culture, music, religion, sex, drugs, and how to successfully please your wife. If you were offended by anything you hear tonight, we hope that you'll keep an open mind. And remember, keep telling yourself, these are just jokes. Just run to the mirror.
Just
tell yourself
repeat
that.
it like a mantra.
As always, we've assembled a terrific show for you tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight is no exception. As I had mentioned before, we were discussing before the show actually started. It's been almost a month since we recorded, since the break.
Recording?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels weird.
There's been another podcast on our network.
Yeah.
That released.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but I guess it's just been a while since we started recording, or since we've done this, and it's like getting the gang back together. I said the band.
Yeah, I think this is the longest break between recordings we've ever had since we started.
I know this is very interesting to listen to as the audience member, but I just want to take you behind the scenes,
behind the curtain,
behind the curtain, as it were,
at the French-Spanish villa.
All right, let's just talk about
the ghost of Governor Gray Davis lives in one of the closets.
Of all the horrible things he did.
All the horrible things he did.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about some segments we got tonight, like a Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why I want to believe in the flat Earth.
Oh.
Born in the USA. We're gonna discuss a stranger in the bathtub. And I'll tell you why you don't put pee in a microwave. Little Florida edition of that. And don't tell Mom the babysitter is on LSD. Take My Breath Away. We'll tell you.
Sounds like another classic.
I'm going to tell you about the King of Spain and Sexy Letters. And then Cruis'n World. We're going to ask the age-old question. Can dogs get autism?
Oh my god.
You're going to find out.
Oh my goodness.
But before any of that starts...
We're getting really down to the real issues.
This is the real nitty-gritty,
yeah.
Bill Nye, DeGrasse Tyson. Move out of the way. Science, you think you know science.
Is this our science segment?
This is... but before all that, we're going to do... I know. It's only rock and roll.
It's only rock and roll.
Woo! I'm dancing. Woo! But I like it.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. I said I like it. All right, Craig, we're going to talk about that time Ozzy Osbourne snorted a line of ants with a Motley Crüe.
Oh my god, is that thing?
There's a picture of 80s Ozzy. I believe that's kind of
so this is our segment where we do music like a music-related...
Yeah, it's like a tribute to
story.
Yeah, to music history, if it's current... something that happens in, current music culture or something like that. I actually have a new story as well.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I have an old one and a new one.
Fascinating historical tales.
Yeah, this is a
man snorting ants.
A historical document, really.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, document like REM?
Yeah.
That album?
We're just supposed to...
Ozzy Osbourne's a lot like REM.
Really, this is just so that we can bear witness to what Ozzy Osbourne has done.
Yeah.
All the crazy things.
I think we should.
And this is, that time Ozzy Osbourne... Okay, so this is billed as the most wild rock and roll story of all time, but,
Shine!
This is well before... I mean, there's plenty of people that just, they never knew him as, like, I was born in the 80s, so I didn't know him as, like, the 70s crazy Black Sabbath Ozzy.
Yeah.
He was like, he only really came into prominence, which is sad by saying this, but with
that stupid reality show.
With the reality show, yeah. And by then, he was like a cartoon, so,
Come on,
character.
Dad.
Yeah.
Oh, Kelly, what's wrong?
And I just thought, man, even if you're like a rock god, you still have to have, like, it's all the terrible suburban dad stuff that happens to you.
Yeah, all that. And he's, like, dressed in black, but he still has to, like...
take out the trash.
Yeah.
And, like, the dog shits in the house.
He's like, oh, Sharon, I'm the Prince of Darkness. Why do I have to clean it up?
What I'm saying is that I can relate.
Yeah. To the Prince of Darkness?
Yeah, Beelzebub.
This man ate a live... Or he didn't eat it, but he bit a live bat's head off.
Yeah. He also
Maybe he was dead.
He did that with a bird, too.
Did he?
Yeah.
Like a raven or something?
No, just the raven.
Quoth the raven nevermore.
I think it was a dove. Bird of peace.
A dove. Robert Plant was always, like, releasing doves during Led Zeppelin shows, wasn't he? Like, it's the climax of Stairway, he just opens his hands. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, then he's just empty, and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Oh my god. It's like the what is it, the Prestige?
Yeah.
That, rubber ball,
Robert Plant has the prestige.
He's a great magician. A lot of people don't know that about him, but Robert Plant was always playing tricks on people.
Oh my god.
Alright, so this is Ozzy Osbourne and the Ants. Alright. If sex, drugs...
Was that a punk side project he had?
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne and the Ants?
If sex, drugs, and rock and roll are the main ingredients of a great rock story, then Motley Crue's oral history, The Dirt, Confessions of the World's Most Notorious Rock Band, has it all. My favorite story in the book is recounted. All right, this guy's talking.
Yeah, this is a famous, like, rock biography.
Yeah, the Dirt. It's actually, it's quite good. I read it
The Crew.
when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have. But, yeah, it's pretty good if you want to hear about debauchery and drugs and just horrible shit.
Craziness.
That's the book.
They're American, right?
Motley Crue, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so the story starts at a sunny afternoon at a Florida resort/hotel. It always happens in Florida.
Yeah, definitely.
Where Ozzy and the crew had stopped on a tour. Ozzy is wearing a dress that he had stolen from the purse of an elderly woman. Earlier on, it's due to some antics in the bar.
A sorceress?
Yeah. The Ozzy crew entourage is hanging by the pool when they run out of cocaine. When Nikki Sixx tells Ozzy there's no blow left, Ozzy insists to be handed a straw.
He doesn't get it.
What do you mean? In Nikki's words, I handed him the straw, and he walked over to a crack in the sidewalk and bent over it. I saw a long column of ants marching to a little dugout built where the pavement met the dirt. And as I thought, no, he wouldn't, he did. He put the straw on his nose and, with his bare white ass peeking out from under the dress like a sliced honeydew, sent the entire line of ants tickling up his nose with a single monstrous snort.
What a fucking nut.
He stood up, reared back his head, and concluded with a powerful right nostril sniff that probably sent a stray ant or two dripping down his throat. Then he hiked up his sundress, grabbed his dick, and pissed on the pavement. Without even looking at his growing audience, everyone on tour was watching him while the old woman and the families on the pool deck were pretending not to. He
and
knelt
then he started
down.
Pissing on the old women?
He knelt down and, getting the dress soggy in the piss puddle, lapped the piss up.
What?
He didn't just flick it with his tongue. He took a half dozen long, lingering, and thorough strokes, like a cat. Then he stood up and, eyes blazing and mouth wet with urine, looked straight at me and said, "Do that, 6."
Beat that, 6. They may as well call me 7, right? Better than you now.
Thank you, sir. I might have another.
It's like, yeah, you proved a point, Ozzy, I think.
I think that's
you proved a point.
As far as ant sniffing and piss drinking goes.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
That's probably the best story I've
That's
heard.
a pretty good outcome as far as ant sniffing and piss licking goes.
Word.
I didn't know he was a piss lord like Chuck Berry.
Yeah, Chuck
Berry and Donald Trump.
The king of rock and roll, the supposed pissgate that our God Emperor Trump here in the United States.
Our fearless leader.
He might have gotten a little bit of shenanigans.
He was a naughty boy.
Supposedly in Moscow.
Supposedly the showers
are golden.
Some of them were golden in nature.
The second story that we have for It's Only Rock and Roll tonight.
Oh, part 2.
We talk about DJ KHALED and the fact that he said that he would never perform oral sex on a woman.
Oh yeah.
Remember that story?
That's right. Yeah.
But this is kind of like
just a true artist.
This is a twist. It's kind of weird. It's like.
And he also said he hates dreams, ice cream, puppy dogs, and I don't know.
Okay, so.
What's up with this guy?
The Grammy-nominated DJ and producer DJ KHALED said in a recent interview resurfaced. So it's not. Oh, it's a recently resurfaced interview from 2015. That he doesn't perform oral sex on women because he is the king. The man is the king.
Yeah.
In an old interview with the Breakfast Club, I saw that movie radio show. Oh, never mind. DJ KHALED made controversial statements regarding women, saying that they needed to, quote, praise their men, especially if he is the breadwinner of the family. Quote, a woman should praise the man, the king, the 42-year-old music producer said. If you holding it down for your woman, I feel like the woman should praise, and a man should praise the queen.
Wow.
But
but not really, but not at the same time.
But my way of praising is called, how was dinner? Oh, he's like Archie Bunker here, DJ KHALED.
He is.
Stifle
my way
yourself.
of praising is just dicking her down.
Quote, how you like the house you living in? That's you like all them clothes you getting? I'm taking care of your family. I'm taking care of my family. I'm putting in the work.
Yeah, but you're still skipping out on
something. It's a picture of DJ KHALED and his beautiful wife, Miss DJ KHALED. When asked to clarify his statement, DJ KHALED, revealed that he doesn't perform oral sex on women and said, nah.
Hey, nah.
Hey, nah. Never. I don't do that.
He said,
nah. It's like Dice, celibate but Dice.
Celibate, hey, nah. Celibate, Andrew
So
Dice
this
Clay.
chick, me and her, we're going out on a date, right? Yeah, we're best friends. Oh!
Because it was completely platonic.
I respect her as a person. Nah.
Hey, nah. This chick was sucking my dick, right? Hey, nah, because we don't do that until we're at least engaged or something.
Unless she's completely comfortable with it. Oh!
But she was Catholic, so I put it in her age.
After the interview resurfaced on
He just couldn't help himself. He had to just go for it.
A geesh. After the interview resurfaced on social media on Friday, Wood quickly lashed out at the music producer's comments. Okay, so this is kind of just weird, right? So Evan Rachel Wood, who plays a robot in Westwood. She said something on social media about it. She said she lashed out at the producer's comments. The Westworld actress took to Twitter to share her thoughts. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
You're seriously missing out, man. Talking about eating pussy, she tweeted. Take it from someone who has pride and thoroughly enjoys pleasuring women.
Oh my God.
You should grow up. Although the actress, who came out as bisexual in 2011, didn't directly tag KHALED in the quote, she retweeted an article from The Root about the DJ's statements.
Oh, wow.
Ugh. I mean, that's really cool.
You're really missing out.
DJ KHALED continued on to say in the interview that though he would, quote, never perform oral sex on a woman, Wyman, he does expect Wyman to continue to, quote, praise the man and perform oral sex on him, the man, the king.
What about, would he perform oral sex on Bill Wyman from the Rolling Stones, formerly?
I don't know, that's a good question. I mean, he is the king, but he's a stone. But Wyman's a stone.
He's fighting an uphill battle, this DJ KHALED.
He went on to say, it's different rules for men. You gotta understand, we the king, he said.
Not a strong argument.
There's some things that y'all might not want to do, but it got to get done. I just can't do what you want me to do. I just can't.
What? This is him, like, defending himself over it?
I don't even know. It's just DJ KHALED resurfaced comments.
Or is that just him talking about, like, making music? Like, I can't do what y'all want me to do. It's out of context.
It's either about him talking about going down on his wife or making a ance hit. I don't know.
I can't tell. So is this guy like Pitbull, or are they two different people?
Roseanne producer and comedian Whitney Cummings said, I know everyone is upset with DJ KHALED because he won't go down on his wife, but I feel like that isn't close to the biggest disappointment his wife has around sex with him. I'm basing this mostly on the times I've seen him in a hot tub. And somebody else wrote, send thoughts and prayers.
He was kind of asking for it.
Yeah. Somebody else said, sending thoughts and prayers to DJ KHALED's wife's vagina.
I
That's
thought
funny.
Whitney Cummings was going to make some type of a joke, like, that she's with her man and she doesn't suck his dick, but he has to go down on her. So, like, flip it around on him or something.
Ah, clever.
Clever girl.
All right, well, we'll be back right after this.
I want to tell Congressman Schiff and all the rest of them, hey, listen, asshole, quit saying Roger and I I've never used cussing in 22 years, but the gloves are off. Listen, you son of a bitch. What the fuck's your problem? You want to sit here and say that I'm a goddamn fucking Russian? You get in my face with that, I'll beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead, you have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head. Stop pushing your shit. You're the people that have fucked this country over and gang raped the shit out of it and lost an election. So stop shooting your mouth off claiming I'm the enemy. You got that, you goddamn son of a bitch? Fill your hand. I'm sorry, but I'm done. You start calling me a foreign agent, those are fucking fighting words. Excuse me. It's the sweet one.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you, Alex.
Delicious stuff right here. Yeah, thanks, Alex.
Well, you're welcome. All right. Infowars.com. It's freaking goddamn pissing me off. Goddamn son of a bitch. Shit.
That man never fails to disappoint. He is always on it.
Yeah.
His voice is needed. That's all I have to say.
It is a needed voice.
Yeah, it's like a light in eternal darkness.
It's true. We're disciples of Alex Jones, if you haven't been able to tell from our show. So far.
Disciples, yeah.
We're disciples
We're
of Alex Jones.
the Druids. We're followers of his. Now, Craig, we always talk about stories that happen from around the world here.
Always talk about stories that happen from around the world.
Almost too much, people say. Stop
people
doing
are like,
it.
wow, you guys are so world-weary and cultured.
And we say we must.
And we're like, yeah.
Do you like traditions and history?
It's a gift and a curse.
And customs?
Yeah.
Me too.
Do we like customs?
Geography? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
A little bit of customs.
Yeah. So let's do it. Let's cruise the world.
Of geography. Oh, here we go. This is my jam, too. Cruis'n World. Put in 2 quarters and cruise the world, brother.
Yeah!
You can't steer.
You can't buy it. You're not your power. We're cruising the world, guys. We got our glow sticks and the Molly. Woo! You can't say this right now, but we're fucking etards.
This is one of the great arcade games of my life. One of the great moments of my life.
Enough of the
arcade game.
Let's just fucking get to it.
Okay, that's an exaggeration.
This is a good headline.
Cruis'n World. Yeah, this is our stories from around the world. I guess we already said that.
Yeah. From the Telegraph UK. Dogs cannot get autism, a British vet says.
Or can they?
Warns after anti-vax movement spreads to pets.
Oh no, anti-vax.
Look at the dogs. The look on this dog's face.
Oh my god. You know what? If I was the vet and I saw the look on that dog's face, he looked so sad in that picture.
That's kind of iffy.
I'd be like, you know what? Maybe these vaccines. Maybe he should be able to say no with a look on his
there's
little
something
face.
about him. This one's by Alistair Choi. So thank you.
That's
sir.
the name of the dog. Alistair, come here, Alistair Choi.
That's the name of the author of this here article. Yeah. Dogs cannot get autism, the British Veterinary Association has warned after anti-vaccine movement spread to pets. Anti-vaxxers...
They're like, do we have to say this? Jesus. No.
Are you guys really this stupid?
Yeah.
Don't you go to school?
Yeah.
So anti-vaxxers believe that immunizations have harmful side effects and may be the cause of autism in children. Beliefs widely debunked by the medical community. This theory is increasingly being applied to pets, though, particularly
to old Fido
in the U.S. And there are fears that it's spreading to the U.K. and could already cause low vaccination rates to fall. All right.
Oh my god.
The British vet said
Bulldog? That's something else.
Said, all right, I'm coming after that IC title. It's going to be around my waist.
We want to get the Intercontinental title.
We want to get it back here in the USA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who has it right now?
I think Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins. Yeah, formerly of The Shield.
It's wrestling talk, guys. Come on, get with it.
Come on, you jabroni.
All right, jabroni. So the British vet said we are aware of an increase.
Let's spend the night together, podcast.
A lot of people don't know this, but Macho Man was an anti-vaxxer too.
Was he?
Yeah.
These vaccines, they're gonna give you autism.
I've seen it, oh yeah. They give you flippers, oh yeah. It's the worst thing. Miss Elizabeth,
she has webbed toes, oh yeah. And webbed fingers, And Miss Elizabeth, you know.
She told me it was from... it was the vaccine that she got. She grew webs. She can breathe underwater.
Oh my god.
She has gills behind her ears. Oh yeah, just like Kevin Costner,
Macho Man's a huge Waterworld fan.
Oh my god, he's a huge conspiracy nut, but he knows the truth. All right.
He's a big anti-vax.
All right.
So my dog, as the father of my dog,
that's a dog
right.
father.
It's my
You're
discretion.
dog dad, right?
I'm a dog dad. It's my discretion if my dog needs these different vaccines.
The British vet said we are aware of an increase in anti-vaccination pet owners in the U.S.
That's like me.
And who have voiced concerns that vaccinations may lead to their dogs developing autism-like behaviors. But there is currently no scientific evidence to suggest autism in dogs, or a link between vaccinations and autism. God. But don't tell Macho Man that, because he knows better.
Yeah.
He has a degree in the internet.
dog might be like what kind
That sounds
of
like a
thought
Jeff
is that?
Foxworthy joke.
Yeah.
Your dog might be autistic if.
Yeah.
Lastly, he said
He doesn't play fetch, but he does very well on mathematics tests. No, I don't know.
he can't catch a stick, but he can count cards for you at the local casino.
Old Fido. Jeff. Shout out to Jeff Foxworthy. He's going to be on the show next week.
I wish. The British vet said all medicines have potential side effects, but in the case of vaccines, they are rare, and the benefits of vaccines in protecting against disease far outweigh the potential for adverse reaction.
Yeah.
So let's just keep it at that, guys.
Yeah,
don't ask any questions.
Yeah.
Keep your poor pooches.
Your pooch is gonna be fine.
They're gonna be
Keep
fine.
them vaccinated.
I can't believe we got to say
as a sign
this.
off on this show. You've signed this very podcast off. Do not forget to spay and neuter and vaccinate.
Oh, I have, yeah.
Vaccinate your pets.
That is true. Yeah,
it's very important.
All right, Craig. I'm just gonna throw another one at you. We're already rolling.
This is another Cruis'n World.
Oh no, this is
Cruising the world. Yeah. Okay, that was in like a different key. I couldn't quite hit that.
I'm good. I'm looking for the. All right, Craig. We're gonna get right at it, and we're talking about love.
Oh.
Segment we call "Take These." Oh, take my breath away.
You almost said something else. That's a different little...
Yeah, that's a different podcast.
Yeah, you guys check out all the different podcasts we do.
Take my breath away. It's very similar to another podcast we have, a Wings podcast.
Yeah.
But
all those fans of 90s sitcoms.
We're talking about life, love, and liberty.
And Steven Weber. Actually, no, that's a different podcast.
Yeah, this is a segment, Take My Breath Away, where we like to talk about all kinds of stories of love, loss, and just romance, relationships, what it means to be close with another person. We're going to give you some tips, maybe some advice.
We talk about fucking sometimes, too.
Sometimes you do a little bit of that, too.
That's part of it.
Do a little bit of it. All right. And this is kind of a strange one, but bear with me because I knew that we were going to get this.
That's a shock.
The gravitas.
These are usually very grounded stories about love.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because this is probably like the most normal one that we've had.
Really? But it has gravitas at the same time? That's how you said gravitas on 3.
The King of Spain wrote a letter to his parents about his first time having sex. And then some really eloquent stuff.
He said, but I didn't go down on her because men aren't supposed to do that. Men are the kings.
I've been listening to the new DJ KHALED record.
KHALED told me that.
Here's a picture of Charles III of Spain.
Oh my god.
That's who we're going to be talking about.
That's Charles Chuck III.
He has a very pronounced, defined nose. All right, here we go. So in 1738, Charles III of Spain married Princess Maria of Saxony, daughter of Polish King Augustus III, and an educated, cultured woman who gave birth to 13 children of his, 8 of whom reached adulthood. This is the letter that Charles III wrote to his parents in July 1738, telling them about his wedding night.
I had my first time with her. It was like a magic with your pussy. The things her pussy... Mama, you didn't tell me about pussy, but this girl had a pussy and it did these things to my penis. Ejaculations. I made white all over the room, Mama and Papa. Such a big puddle. Wow, that recording came in really crystal clear there.
He says, my very dear father...
Sound clip.
And my very dear mother. So let's just keep that in mind with Craig's idea of this, because it's actually not that far. From what you're
oh my god. Mama and Papa.
My very dear father My very dear mother.
He just loves everything. Like, my very dear... the world is beautiful.
Oh, man. I was happy to know that your majesties are still doing fine. Me and my wife are perfectly well, thank God.
Oh, wow.
I received a letter
More
from
than
your
wow.
majesties on the 15th of last month in which I saw how, thanks be to God, your majesties had received 2 of my letters. Okay, whatever that means.
Wow.
All right, you
They're
assume
like,
that by the time I received this letter, my heart would be glad and that I would have consummated the marriage. You told me...
my balls are glad, too. Not just my heart.
You told me that sometimes young girls are not so easy, and with this hot weather, I should try to save my energy, not doing it as much as I wanted, because it could ruin my health.
What?
That I should be content with once or twice times. I love this.
Once or twice.
That I should be that I should be content with once or twice times between night and day. That otherwise I would end up exhausted, and that it is better to serve the ladies little and continuously than a lot at once.
Oh, that's wise words. So he was just like regimented, just plowing regularly twice a day.
About what you asked regarding her height, I will tell you, Majesty, that according to the portrait...
Tall enough to suck this dick!
I will tell you, Majesties, that according to the portrait I have of my sister, there are nothing alike.
Oh my God.
Alright.
A lot of people say she looks exactly like my sister, but...
They're foolish.
It's not true.
There's no resemblance.
Oh my God.
With all due respect to my sister, my wife is much prettier and much whiter. She shoots very well and takes a lot of pleasure from hunting. That's a picture
a lot of pleasure
of his wife, Maria.
She does what well? And she's good at hunting.
Maria, you're stone cold. Fox. A lot of pleasure and, she's prettier, she's whiter, and she takes much pleasure in hunting.
Oh, it takes much pleasure in hunting.
Oh. Your Majesties wrote me as parents, and as married people, and asked me to tell you if everything went well, and if I find her to my liking, both her body and her spirit. So I'll tell you how it all went down.
Oh, no. First, I grabbed her ankles and put them behind her head. They're like, oh my God, how long? There's like 8 more pages of this.
Oh my gosh, hold up.
Our son Charles is a little too detail-oriented.
Okay, how it all went down.
Oh, no.
The day I met her in Portela, we spoke lovingly. Sounds like a Decemberist song.
Yeah, we met in Portela.
The day I met her in
out
Portela.
on the veranda or something. Shout out to the Decemberists.
We spoke lovingly until we arrived at Fondi. There we had dinner and then continued our journey, having the same conversation, until we arrived in Gaeta a little later. Between the time she needed to get undressed and undo her hair, it was dinner time.
I was screaming, hurry the fuck up!
And I couldn't do anything, even though I really wanted to.
Oh wow, poor guy.
We went to bed at 9 o'clock, and both of us were shaking. But we started to kiss, and I was soon ready. So I started, and after 15 minutes, I broke her. This time, none of us could spill.
None of us could spill?
This time, none of us could spill.
So he didn't spill any?
Not that first time.
Papa, I could not spill my... I fucked up the accent.
About what you told me about her being young and delicate, warning me that she would make me sweat, I will say that the first time I was sweating like a fountain, but I have not sweat since then. Later at 3 o'clock in the morning...
1,000 times since then. In like 2 days.
Later at 3 o'clock in the morning, I started again and we both spilled. Both at the same time.
Oh my
God. And
God.
Since then, we have continued like this, doing it 2 times a night, except for the night when we had to come here.
We had to do it 6 times.
We had to wake up at 4 in the morning and that we could only do it once. I assure you that I could have done it many more times. But I'm also controlling myself, as you advised. I will also say that we always spill at the same time because we always wait for each other. It's very nice. It's a loving couple there.
Well, they are, you know.
That's the King of Spain and his
Not
bride.
the best looking couple.
She is the most beautiful girl in the world. She has the spirit of an angel and the best disposition. I am the happiest man in the world having this woman who will be my companion for the rest of my life.
Who I will spiel with for the rest of my life.
Your Majesties told me that you were eagerly waiting to find out if we were going to have grandchildren. I tell you, Majesties, that she doesn't have her period yet, but by all appearances, she will soon, because 4 days ago she started leaving some stains on the material. They say precedes the period.
Oh my God! You know, or so I've read in script.
My wife begs me
I
to...
will spill on her face until it is
deemed appropriate.
Yeah, exactly.
My wife begs me to place her with the utmost submission at the feet of your Majesties.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the King of Spain.
Oh my God, it's Charles III.
That's Charles, baby. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. Wait, check this out.
Try and spill at the same time as us.
Get a load of this.
We've had some terrible news. Mr. Lebowski's in seclusion in the West Wing. Mr. Lebowski. Funny. I can look back on a life of achievement, challenges met, competitors bested, obstacles overcome. I've accomplished more than most men, and without the use of my legs. What makes a man, Mr. Lebowski?
Dude,
Huh?
I don't know, sir.
Is it being prepared to do the right thing? Whatever the cost. Isn't that what makes a man?
Sure, that and a pair of testicles.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for listening. Let's spend the night together.
Thank you.
We're not gone just yet.
Nope.
We got more.
Not even fucking close.
Remember to comment, subscribe, all that jazz.
Yeah, check out our Instagram. A lot of fun stuff going on there. A lot of fun stuff.
It's actually scary how much fun you're going to have there.
There's just people, a lot of buzz around it.
An unhealthy amount of fun.
Yeah. You're going to be tired of fun.
Now, real quick, I wanted to mention that Yoko Ono is a contributor to the show.
Yeah,
as everybody
she's written in,
is known.
Kind of emailed into the show and stuff.
Yeah, and
attachments.
It's really great to have her voice. You know, she's a famous 60s radical revolutionary.
Yeah,
she's a powerful woman. She has a voice. You know, what she says matters. You know,
Yoko. Yeah.
And so
it does. It's always good to hear when anything important's going on.
Yeah, especially if there's any sort of crisis in the world.
Yeah, to hear her take, it kind of levels the playing field a little bit.
I know now that Jerusalem just celebrated that the U.S. Embassy is now officially recognized there. They had a big...
in where?
In Jerusalem.
Oh, in Jerusalem?
There's going to be a U.S. Embassy, finally. And they unveiled it today.
A little Jewish carpenter around the year 0 AD grew up around those parts.
Oh, man.
A guy I'm a pretty big fan of.
So with that being said, the Palestinians and the Jews, they're not getting along so good right now.
Yeah, they seem to butt heads a little bit.
And Yoko, being, the inquisitive, curious minx that she is, she just wanted to throw her 2 cents in.
Yeah,
and
kind of suss out what's going on.
We figured this is a great
common ground
platform for her. So
she sent in her kind of thoughts on the thing?
Yeah, I just wanted to play this real quick. Corey, can you go to clip 2? Oh, here we go.
Corey?
All right, Yoko Ono. This is about really strife in the Middle East.
Her
All right, here we go.
expressing her feelings about that.
Yoko Ono, as always,
That is so
stunning
brave.
and
She's
brave.
so brave. So that's how she kind of feels about the Israel-Palestine conflict.
It's, and somebody had to say it.
Yeah. That was really brave and eloquent. I hadn't quite looked at the Israel-Palestine conflict
From that perspective.
in that light. To be honest, I've never thought of it that way.
Craig,
but that's what she can do. I've heard the
that's
ballad
what she
of John
brings to the
and Yoko.
table. Everybody thought, hey, this John Lennon guy, he's so talented. He writes songs. The Beatles suck. All right, everybody knows the Beatles are trash. Yeah, everybody knows that it was Yoko's ideas.
I don't believe in Beatles.
See, he even said it.
He said it.
He even said it. That's a hot take. That's a pretty hot take for a music
Yeah.
podcast. A lot of people might be unhappy with
bigger
that.
than Jesus.
And if you'd like, I would gladly fist fight you. We can meet up.
Who did you want to fist fight?
Send your comments to the Instagram, and we'll meet up somewhere.
No one's commented on our Instagram about fist fucking.
Not yet.
At all yet. Yeah,
Not yet, but maybe after this story.
You can keep track of how many.
It's like a Rolling Stone. We're talking culture. We're talking politics. Say, get your Democrat over here. Get your conservative.
Conservative and libtard. This is the segment where we like to just welcome in, bring together conservatives and libtards alike. From all the left to the right and everywhere in the spectrum.
This segment, like a Rolling Stone, we just like to talk about politics, culture, whatever's going on. This story I found in the SF Gate I found fascinating.
Really?
Yes. Study finds only 2/3 of millennials fully believe the Earth is round.
Only 2/3 of millennials.
Yeah, so another way of saying that is 1/3 thinks that the Earth is flat.
Oh my god. Or at least that they have
there's
some doubts.
There's something going on
there.
Could be.
Craig. It could be. They're open.
Oh yeah, excuse me. It could be a number of things. Could be cheese. Could be that.
Could be cheese.
Millennials may
That's scary.
killing cable.
Surprise me too much though.
Yeah, the millennials may be killing cable television, department stores, and cereal, but they're apparently revitalizing middle-aged flat Earth conspiracy theories. And we dabble in conspiracy theories here in Let's Spend the Night Together.
We do, big time.
That's,
We did the Paul McCartnney is dead conspiracy. Mm-hmm. We've dabbled in aliens.
Pretty much.
Which I want to start our own branch off podcast about.
There's a lot of esoteric dragon energy.
With Tom DeLonge. Does Tom DeLonge have dragon energy?
Probably,
Yeah.
There has to be some Blink-182 lyrics, I'm sure. But, if you go back. All right, so
the voice
there's
inside my yed.
What was that about? According to a study conducted by British firm YouGov, only 2/3 of millennials fully believe that the Earth is round. The survey asked 8,000 American millennials the question, do you believe that the world is round or flat?
Well, I don't fully believe it, that it's round. So I can't check
I mean, I don't actually use your terms flat and round. I think that those are very oppressive. And
you're trying to
just
turn
add to the
everything into
patriarchy.
3 dimensions.
And actually,
because that fits your paradigm.
I think you end up shaming the planet in the long run.
2-dimensional objects are being shamed by this administration.
So they asked them, do you believe that the world is round or flat? Then offered them the answer, the following answers. I have always believed the world is round. 1. 2. I have always thought that the world is round, but more recently I am skeptical / have doubts.
But more recently,
3.
I'm a big Kyrie Irving fan, and I think maybe... And B.O.B.
And then 3, I have always thought the world is flat. But more recently, I am skeptical, and I have doubts.
I have no doubts. I've always thought it's flat.
Then there's the number 4. I have always believed the world is flat, and then number 5.
No doubts.
Other or not sure.
Other. It could be a
So it's
cube.
not
it
flat.
could be
It's not round, but it's something in between.
Something trapezoid of some sort is what I'm thinking.
66% of the participants chose, I have always believed the world is round. 9% chose, I have thought the world is round, but more recently, I have doubts.
But more recently, YouTube, when I'm stoned at 3 a.m., it's starting to make me believe.
Starting to make sense. 5% chose, I always thought that the world is flat, but more recently, I have doubts.
I think it might be round.
I think it might be flat, but I'm starting to have some
suspicion.
doubts. 4% chose, I have always believed the world is flat. You think there's people just trolling?
Unflinching. I've never doubted.
And 16,
Wait,
a whopping...
how many said that?
4% chose, I have always believed the world is flat.
Always flat.
And then a whopping 16% chose other or not sure.
I don't know. Well, do you think it's round, or have you thought that it could be flat, but now you've changed your... I don't know. I don't know. Do you think it's a cube? I don't know. I have no idea what shape the Earth is. I have no guess. I have no...
No idea.
What do you call that skin in this game?
Yeah,
it could be any
whatever
fucking
happens,
shape.
happens. Maybe it's, maybe the Earth is part of the thumbnail of a giant. I don't know.
Could be.
So the flat Earth theory has gained popularity in recent years with notable public figures such as rapper B.O.B. and Celtics point guard Kyrie Irving voicing support for the movement.
Kyrie, where are you at?
A flat earther in California recently tried to launch himself in a homemade rocket to prove that the Earth is flat. But his steam-powered rocket failed to ignite. That's
it was a
sad.
steampunk rocket?
It was a steampunk-inspired rocket.
Steampunk astronaut, cosmonaut.
He was cosplaying to the moon, and it didn't work out.
He didn't get there? Wow.
Oh my god, what a goober. Yeah, so millennials, I have less and less hope.
Yeah.
Every day.
He must have had even less gas than his IQ. The number...
If you like those jokes and more, stay tuned.
We need the sound of a bomb just dropping.
We'll be right back.
If you look at the map of the United States, there's all that red in the middle where Trump won. Now, I win the coast, I win, Illinois, Minnesota, places like that. But what the map doesn't show you is that I won the places that represent 2/3 of America's gross domestic product. So I won the places that are optimistic, diverse, dynamic, moving forward, and his whole campaign, Make America Great Again, was looking backwards. You didn't like black people getting rights, you don't like women, getting jobs, you don't want to, see that Indian American succeeding more than you are. Whatever your problem is, I'm going to solve it.
Straight motherfucking ballin'. Part 2, still ballin'. Corrupt up in this motherfucker. West side. Now ever since a nigga was a seed, only thing promised to me was the penitentiary. Still ballin'. Riding on these niggas cause they late. In a 6-1 Chevy, still heavy in this cat. Can you feel me?
Hey everybody. Let's spend the night together. We're having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Show is closing to an end. Coming to an end. Just enjoying some Tupac. John Frusciante.
Yeah.
Mix and match. Like I just mentioned previously, about 10 seconds ago, we have one more segment for you.
Yeah.
And it's a doozy. It's very patriotic, and we are patriotic here. Almost to a fault, I'd say.
Would you say that?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I wouldn't normally say it, but I'm going to say it right now. We're patriotic to a fault.
Oh, my God. All right.
There we go, perusing my music mix. And here we go. This is a segment about patriotism.
Kill.
And about America. Man, that snare drum never gets old. It's just...
I know. Isn't it just
good
insane?
And tight and sturdy, just like America.
It sounds like he's in the middle of just, like, A giant empty arena.
That's a hard working snare drum. A working man's snare drum.
That is a working man's snare drum. Like after he went and got a malt after work, a working man, he'd want to hear that kind of snare.
Let's just get right to it, Craig. We talk about stories from just some people around this United States.
Yeah.
And I got some doozies for you today.
Yeah, we went around the world. Now we're
back here in the States.
Here, born in the USA.
Yeah. The podcast is from America. It's
These
recorded live to tape.
That we're united for you and me. If you live in the USA, that's where we're from.
That's where we're broadcasting from, everybody. All right, so the sfgate.com. They're reporting that a woman is cited after urine explodes in a 7-Eleven microwave.
Oh my God.
Now I'm just gonna, as I had promised Craig previously before we threw the recorder on here.
Yeah.
These are all heavy hitters, so just fucking buckle in, because
that's an insane headline.
So a woman in Aurora, Colorado was cited by police officers Thursday after allegedly damaging a microwave at a 7-Eleven. I did not know that you could damage it this way. Damaging a microwave by placing...
I never thought we would find out.
A urine sample in the microwave and causing the urine to, quote, explode, unquote.
Was it fake urine? Or it was someone else's urine?
I think it says it right here. According to a report from the police department, officers cited Angelique Sanchez.
Oh, Angelique.
26 years old. He was young.
That's my grandmother's name.
Who was found waiting for a physical and a urinalysis at a health clinic a half-mile north of the 7-Eleven. The report states that Sanchez entered the 7-Eleven and placed something in the microwave.
Angelique?
But after a few seconds, the clerk heard a loud bang.
Bang! It was piss.
You can't put your piss in there. The clerk told the police that she saw Sanchez exit the store immediately after the explosion and that there was, quote, yellow liquid dripping from the microwave, and the smell was unquestionably urine.
Oh my God.
The clerk demanded that Sanchez and Aliquid clean up the mess, but Sanchez simply wiped out. Wait. Okay.
Angelique?
I gotta say this again because this is just fucking gross. So the clerk demanded that Sanchez clean up the mess. You've made a mess with this piss.
Yeah.
But Sanchez simply wiped out the microwave onto the floor.
Ew.
And left the store.
Ew.
This prompted the clerk to call the police, who were able to locate Sanchez at the health clinic, waiting for the test for a future job.
Well, I guess she can't go to that 7-Eleven anymore.
Yeah, that sucks because it was Slurpee Day the next day.
Yeah.
According to the report, Sanchez...
Did she make piss Slurpees? A yellow piss Slurpee?
Don't eat the yellow snow. According to the report, Sanchez told an officer that, quote, she had cleaned up the mess and did not understand the problem.
I didn't understand the problem. What's the problem?
I cleaned up the mess, and I don't understand the problem.
I pissed into a microwave.
What's the deal? I was trying to heat up the...
I wanted to see what would happen.
I'm like Thomas Edison, conducting an experiment. I just saw The Prestige, and I was wondering, hey, what will happen?
Yeah,
maybe it'll disappear and teleport. Quote, somebody said, when I reminded her that the urine blew up... when I reminded her that urine blew up where people prepare their food, she told me that it was not real urine, the officer wrote in the report. It's not real urine, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a prank, bro. This is not the first time the urine has exploded in the 7-Eleven microwave after someone tried to heat up a urine sample.
That's what it is.
Yeah, so...
that's hilarious.
And
so it ended up being fake.
Yeah.
I had a feeling I sniffed it out.
It also says that last year, police in Oregon responded to a similar incident at 7-Eleven when a, quote, suspicious object exploded in the store's microwave. Police evacuated the area and even brought in an explosives unit, only to learn that the suspicious object was really a urine sample wrapped in a hand warmer. It appears that
that's a bad idea.
Whoever was on his/her way to a drug test did not feel that it was warm enough, so they decided to microwave it at 7-Eleven. So everybody, listeners, if you're in 7-Eleven getting a Slurpee or maybe a corn dog or whatever, don't heat up that piss because you're gonna get sidetracked.
Grab your corn dog, grab your Slurpee. Don't put your piss in the microwave.
I know it's hard.
Because I know that goes against the whole...
It goes against common sense.
Yeah. Corn dog, Slurpee, piss in the microwave, explosion. You high-five the cash register guy, the cashier.
Yeah, throw your fist up like you're...
exact change.
In the Breakfast Club or something.
Yeah, exactly.
One fist up. See you guys later. I'm off to get this job.
Oh, my God.
All right, I'm going to throw another story at you, Craig.
All right.
It said, is that synthetic pee? And the woman said that it was fake pee, the woman that got caught.
Yeah.
But fake pee wouldn't smell like real pee, or would it?
Well, I don't know.
Kind of a weird question.
Yeah.
If you're buying fake pee.
Yeah.
It's like, does this smell like the real thing? Because I've been tricked before.
Just pour some vinegar and some teriyaki in there. Yep, smells like mine. Just one drop of teriyaki sauce.
I know that it's like
you
watermelon,
passed, but you need more water.
And different fruits and things like that. Pineapple is like supposed to make your pee better, right?
Yeah.
Smell better. What makes your pee smell terrible? Isn't it like asparagus?
Asparagus, yeah.
Oh, that's so weird. It's so weird that it happens like the human body, and then just people are just like, yeah, asparagus smells like...
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
And beet juice will make your piss and shit red. Like maroon red.
Is that how Maroon 5 got their name?
Yeah.
Mr. Craig.
Yes, sir.
A Louisiana homeowner finds a naked intruder in her tub eating Cheetos.
Eating Cheetos.
That's right, that's what I said. A Louisiana homeowner finds a naked intruder in her bathtub eating Cheetos.
Eating Cheetos?
Yeah. Police in Louisiana say a woman came home to discover a naked stranger in her bathtub eating Cheetos while taking a bath.
Wait. We didn't do this one?
No.
Okay.
This sounds like a story that we've done. Yeah, no, this is hot off the presses.
This is hot off the presses?
This
has happened to me so many times.
Is that what it is? It's deja vu?
I've never been to the media, though, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, my God. All right, so a Monroe police affidavit says a 29-year-old Evelyn Washington was arrested on burglary and property damage charges. The Fort Worth Star-Telegram reports that a responding officer found a full tub of water and a plate of food along with a half-eaten Cheetos belonging to the victim on the toilet next to the tub. So she was taking a bath and she was having some Cheetos.
Yeah.
She was just munching
Splish
on them.
splash, she was taking a bath. Having some Cheetos. Flaming hot or regular?
The woman told the homeowner and police that an unknown male had told her to break into the house.
He told me. It's not even a big deal.
All right, to be
trip.
fair, the Cheeto part was my idea, but everything else was
Yeah, don't trip about it real quick, though. This guy, he told me to do it.
So we good?
Are we... I guess I'm probably going to take off right now, by the way.
So I bet you're probably feeling pretty silly right now, but that's okay.
You're feeling silly, it's okay. Don't be embarrassed. I'm going to head out. Here's my hat. What's my hurry?
Okay, so she said, yeah, a man had told her to break into the house. Police found a tall...
Next time, don't stay so long.
Yeah, next time maybe have a different assortment of snacks. Just saying.
Oh, my God.
Police found a tall ice chest under a broken window. It's unclear if she has a lawyer.
But probably not.
My goodness.
Yeah.
That one was a little abrupt, but I just the visual of that just kind of freaked me out real good. And I figured that I'd share that with the show. That if you came home, I don't know, late one night and you just heard a splish splash,
you can really picture
saw somebody taking a bath, eating all your Cheetos. And she's a quite big woman too, so I'd be
like, what the fuck?
It would kind of like, it's like if you came home and the woman from The Shining in the bathroom was taking a bath.
Pretty much,
just freak out that she was eating Cheetos. Maybe she's not that bad after all. You know, she has a cheat day.
Yeah.
All right, Craig. What we like to do with Born in the USA is that if so dictates, a store in Florida comes our way, we take care of it. So here we go. This is the Florida segment of Born in the USA. My gosh, I'm getting better. I'm better at that. All right. I'm going to start off with the tame one. We have two stories here. Florida stories. From the Miami Herald. A babysitter on LSD tried to take the toys. And that wasn't the worst of it, cops say.
A babysitter on LSD tried to take the toys?
The toys, and that wasn't the worst of it. So you have a babysitter, she's high on LSD. What's the worst that could go wrong?
Yeah,
is what I'm saying. I sort of picked this one because of the way that the person writes this thing is ridiculous. They're having a little bit of fun. Many artists and entrepreneurs have touted the virtues of dropping acid to unlock the creative process. Jefferson Airplane, The Doors, the Beatles, and the late Apple co-founder Steve Jobs. Mom, what do you mean I can't drop acid? Steve Jobs did it, and he co-founded Apple. Even popular contemporary country act Casey Musgrave said she had dropped acid for inspiration. Is that true, Craig?
For Inspirado?
I know you're a big country fan.
I have no idea who that is.
So she dropped acid for inspiration.
It's not Garth Brooks, I don't know.
While composing... What about Chris Gaines?
That I know.
It's like the light
totally
and dark.
Separate person.
The yin and the yang.
Two totally random artists that are unrelated.
While composing a track for her critically acclaimed. Alright, so Casey Musgrave just dropped acid and wrote something called Golden Hour. Good for her. But taking LSD and babysitting? Not a good idea for one Florida woman. Deputies say a Gainesville woman took LSD.
Gainesville?
And then stole toys and $300 wedding ring from the house of the child she was babysitting. So this sounds like probably some kind of LSD freak out. Yeah. Because you take the LSD, you steal the money. Then you get the power.
Steal the toys.
You steal the toys and then you steal the ring. Yes, from the house of the child that she was babysitting, according to the police officers. 27-year-old was under the influence of psychedelic drugs while babysitting a child at about 8 p.m. The baby's father asked the woman to leave when he noticed she was acting strange, but she refused. By this point, deputies had arrived, but the woman who had grabbed a handful of the child's toys wasn't taking orders anymore. According to deputies, she wouldn't drop the toys and kicked at two law enforcement officers. So at this point, you're on LSD, you're stealing toys, the ring, $300.
A lot of stuff's making sense.
She was whisked away to a medical center where staff discovered she had the father's wedding ring. So she had probably keisted it or something. According to the county court documents, the woman is charged with 2 counts of battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting arrest with violence, burglary of dwelling, and grand theft auto. Her bond was set for $50,000.
I'm about to fucking spill.
Alright, everybody. Well, that's going to be it from us here at Let's Spend the Night Together. Thank you for listening to the show.
Just a nice little abrupt car crash ending.
Yeah, but I thought overall this was a pretty fun night, and yeah, thanks everybody.
Thanks for spending the night.
Thanks
together.
for spending the night together with us.
A lot of our classic segments tonight. This was episode 55.
Yes.
Landmark.
Weekend Drive 55.
Yeah.
And we proved it. So Sammy Hagar can suck an egg.
Yeah. We'll have to do our lyrics analysis on the next episode. Sings the song, sounds like she's singing. Hope you liked Yoko's message to you guys, to our fans.
Yeah, thank you, Yoko, for sending it into us, because it was... Man, she's just so
inspiring,
so
I guess.
Talented, yeah.
Yeah, brave.
All right, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I gotta be a shill. Do all that.
Oh, yeah.
All that shit.
Subscribe.
And, yeah, thanks for listening. Let's throw it out together.
Fucking man.
Cool.
Fuck, ass, shit. Okay, it's working. So you just gotta test it.
So we